Good morning. If you've just joined me for Yoga Lattes, we will be using some hand weights this morning. As explained before, you'll need a couple of dumbbells or a can of beans, or around preferably a 2.5 k round weight, but it could be anything you can find. First thing I'm going to do is open the legs and stretch through the body out to the side, but then roll the shoulders, preparing them ready to be able to lift the weights. So we're just going to go forwards and back, feeling the work through the shoulders. And then we're going to hip swing from side to side, stretching in the back and hips first, allowing the body as it swings to feel more comfortable again before you do any upper body stretching. Now from here, I'm going to go into a yoga position where I'm just going to take one arm to the ceiling, but then bending into a triangle hold. Notice the back arms just resting on the hips. I'm going to lift the head towards the hand and hold that stretch in the lower back and into the thigh. And then we're going to do the same the other way, turning the left foot in, right foot to the side, and bringing up that arm, bending through the hip here and holding that stretch, trying to get that elbow lengthen as you look up. And then from here, bringing both feet forwards, bend and lift, swinging through the hips, just for about 4 of those before we go into 4 rotations. So slowly rolling through the hips and waist, feeling the work into the tummy and the bottom as you rotate. Nice work. Now we're going to work on upper body, so we're going to bring the legs in, and the first thing I'm going to do is find my 2.5 keg weight, bring the elbows in so that they're circled in front of me, and then bring away and back. I'm going to do 15 of these to start, allowing the arms to wake up. Notice here that the elbows stay low, and I'm not lifting through the arms. Out breath and back just brings that weight away and back. And also as you stretch from the shoulders, feeling the lengthening from the neck through the arms to the hands. Nice work. We're going to do 2 more. And then we're going to bring that weight up above the head and making sure that it's secure in the hands. I'm going to lateral side bend with the weight, lengthening through the back and arm, feeling that stretch on the lower back and body, as well as the arm and shoulder. And this is really good if you're not sure what type of exercise is good for you. For these gentle stretches, but with weights, will help you to be able to feel better. So we're going again side to side. Now from here, with that weight, I'm going to turn, and we're going to bring the elbows close to the ears and drop the weight behind you so that the weight goes to the ceiling and then in line with the back of the head. We're going to do 16 here. So working into the triceps here, gently lengthening the back of the arm. I'm going to stay here for another 10. You will also feel a pull on the lower tummy. So just watch the weight as it comes down across the head, that you've got enough space between your hands and your head so you're not knocking yourself out. We'll do 5 more. Now try not to sway with the body. Just remember it's the arms doing the work, or specifically the shoulders, and bending through the elbows. So you shouldn't be swaying forward and back. Last 2. Now I'm going to leave that weight behind my head and open out to the elbows. From here, making sure the thumbs has got hold of that weight properly. Twist your waist right to left. I'm just going to hold it there before I come to centre and go again. So this is going to really work lower back and work into a waistline. So just be careful here where you're pulling, and make sure as you twist side to side that you've got that nice pull on the back arm. 2 more. And last one. Now taking the weight again above the head. This time side bend again, lateral side bend from here to the other side, and then we're going to drop the weight again for 20. So behind the head into the ceiling, working the back of the arm, 20 drops. You might get to 10 and think that's enough, that's okay. Just watch you have enough room there to lower the weight behind the head, and make sure as well that the elbows stay facing forwards. What I don't want to see is elbows open, because then you'll work different muscles. So just working on the triceps here. Now can we get more exaggeration through them? Slow it down, stretch, release, stretch and release. 4 more. Last one. Now bring the weight to the centre of the chest before we lower, and then from here I'm going to squeeze against the weight and release so that I'm stretching the pectoral muscles. Each time you do this, make sure you're pushing against your weight. Now from here, twist again, right to left, holding that weight in the centre where your heart is. So as you twist, you can feel the lower back. 2 more. Now lower the weight. Place the weight inside one hand and grab it tight. Or if you have a circle like mine does, pop your thumb through it and then draw it to the shoulder, up and down. And here, keeping the elbow close into the waist as you do so. We're going to do 6 of these. And then I'm going to drop the weight down and take it out to the side and back for 6. Now if you suffer with problems in the shoulder, then this is really good to work muscles that you've already maybe injured. Now other hand, so hand, shoulder and down. And I'm going to take it out to the side just for 6 lifts. Well done. Now I'm changing over, making it easier to use both arms together into 2 smaller weights. These dumbbell weights are going to help us, and then gently I'm going to use the deltoids to go out and back and down. I'm going to do 16 of these. Now can we do both arms together, lift and down. You might only manage 4 or 5, or you might be able to get to 10. Two more to make 10 if you are travelling with me. Last one. Now draw the elbows in, bring in the dumbbells in front of you, but notice here palms are facing the ceiling. And one at a time, pull up and bring down. Now if you are using a can of beans, it's easier to manoeuvre it because it's not so wide. But remember that you're not actually touching the shoulder and the elbows are still drawn into the waist. Remember your breathing here. I'm going to try another 10 of these. That's 10 altogether so far. Let's try and double the amount we can do. And one more, then we're going to double the arms. So we're going to do both together up, both together down. And again, I'm going to try 10 of these. Now try not to sway with the body. Remember, it's just the arm muscles doing the work. Well done. Now drop the arms. From here, we're going to take one up, push it to the ceiling, bring it back to the shoulder and bring it down. Then repeating on the other arm. Nice and slowly, watch where your dumbbell's going so you're not hitting yourself in the face. Should be in line with the shoulder and hips throughout. So each time you lift up and down, take your time, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, okay? Now check yourself as you're breathing that you're not swaying again. Don't use the body to maneuver the arms, use the arms. And this will help you to get a better shape into the arms themselves. Also, will stop the body taking all the pressure. So the shoulders here needing the stretch. Well done everyone so far. 2 more. Now we're going to do both together, shoulders, lift up, shoulders and down. And we're going to carry on for 16. About halfway now. You should feel it in the shoulders. And as you push up, really stretch to try and get the elbows straight. Last two. Now we're going to work our pectoral muscles, so stay in here. I'm just going to pull one arm out to the side and the other. And I'm going to try and keep the elbows parallel with my shoulders as you go out and back. So you might want to check in the mirror that you're doing this properly. And again, you're not swaying through the hips and back, out and back. And you should really feel the biceps working here. Really good if you do have a shoulder injury. You can do these without weights as well, if you're trying to allow the shoulders to heal. Two more on each side. Now bringing the arms down, relax. From here, open the legs a little wider so that you've got more ability or stability through the feet. Then from here, I'm going to bring up to my shoulders, open together, close and come down. I'm going to do 16 of these as well. Open, close and down. Now make sure as well as you come down that you've got enough room between your hips and your arms. Now remember, if you're doing these with can of beans, they can still work the shoulders. Don't forget, as you're pushing through, work to your best of your ability. If it gets too much, then stop. Two more. And last one. Now, bringing the arms beside you, just drop to the knee. So this will help the stretch from the upper body, working through your back and hips. Now, if you do feel a little uncomfortable in the lower back, don't worry, this is just because you probably haven't used the back for a while. And if you've done a lot of seated positions lately or been sitting down working, you're more likely to feel it in the lumbar spine. Don't go too far if it hurts, so listen to your body. We're going to do 4 more each way. And 2 more. Now I'm going to turn my left foot to the side and allow the back foot to follow. Keeping the arms down, I'm going to work into lunges. So I'm going to take the heel off the floor and then lunge, drop the heel back, make sure the other foot's secure and do the same. And let's see if we can do 15, taking the weights down with us, but working through the legs now. Now if you've already done step with me this morning, this is a really good stretch on those back calf muscles. Now watch knees on this one. If it hurts going back, don't take the leg too far back. Or lower the heel and then just gently come up and down off the heel if it hurts. Alright, so you still work the calves. Also protected the knees there. Now I'm going to step in and then we're going to change legs, doing the same on the other leg, making sure both feet still forwards. And again, bending through the back leg into those lunges. Remember the alternatives I gave you on the other leg still apply on this side. Keeping the head up all the time. Stretching through the knee and your hamstrings. Four more. Now from here, open the legs. I'm going to stay here so you can see what we're doing through the back. Arms again either side of your hips. And I'm going to lift the dumbbells and bend into a squat and come up. Thrusting the pelvis forwards. Repeating for 10 to start. Now notice here as my bottom comes down, my heels stay on the floor. So you target your calf muscles here. Watch what the arms are doing. Make sure that you don't lean the weights onto the shoulders. Two more. Now from here, drop the dumbbells down, and I'm just going to bring my legs in slightly, so my bottom's now going to travel as far away as I can. But here, keep the dumbbells to the knees. I'm still thrusting the pelvis forwards, back's coming down. Now watch the knees on this one, that you're not coming too low. Allow the arms to flow to the floor like a gorilla drop. Now slow it down, thrust, in between. Squat, thrust. 16 of these. We've done 6 already, so we've got 10 more. Now, coming up, bringing the arms one at a time out to the side. Do this without a weight if it's too much for you. But as you come up and down, feel the stretch from the dumbbell to the shoulder. Don't forget your breathing. Now, if you've already got sore muscles in the arms, then you don't have to do it with the weights. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. Now I'm going to leave the weights on the floor for a bit as I now work into the legs. I'm going to take the legs a little wider, and just watch as you take the feet to the corners of the mats, especially if the knees are sore. I'm going to open leg squat and come up. So there's no upper body work here, just legs. And I'm still breathing in and out as I lower. Now, as I lower as well, I can feel it here on the outside of the thighs and into the bottom. So do work here a little lower if, again, you've got no problems with the knees. So I'm going to pulse here and release. Pulse and release. Now, anyone can do these. You can do these waiting for your dinner to cook, or your kids to come out of school. Mind you, will get looks from other mums. Or wherever you think is more comfortable. Or you could hold on to something in front of you as you're bending. So we're going to do 4 more. Remember, this is straight onto the knees. So if it gets too uncomfortable, just stop. Well done. Now I'm going to hold that position, this time making sure that the quads are comfortable, and I'm going to bring my elbows in and drop my arms, and I'm going to bring one at a time to the shoulders without any weights, just to release the shoulder muscles, but then feel the top of the quads moving or strengthening. 2 more. Nice work. Now place the hands on the hips and roll through the hips again to release knees, quads and lower back. We did this to start this morning. So nice big stretches side to side. This is quite an easy workout you can do. It's only 20 minutes, so it will help you in your day. You can come back to it if you're feeling uncomfortable tomorrow. Rotate through the hips. A little bit each day builds the muscles. And the other way. So you might want to replay tomorrow morning, first thing as you get up, doing your weights before your day starts. Or you might want to do it before bed and stretch the muscles before you go in. Help you sleep better too. So side stretch here with an open leg, bringing the arm to the ceiling, stretching all the way to the hand. And then this time I'm going to take the arm over the top of the head, so rather than turning the head, and feel the stretch all the way down to the bottom. Notice the knees stay straight. So I'm going to come up and do exactly the same, so windmill over and repeat the other way. Nice work. Feel that stretch, and you can usually get a little bit more lengthening in that upper arm once you're there. Now we're going to swing that arm towards you, bring it over the top but straighten the knees and the elbow, and then pull towards the chest but keep the hips towards me, and then from here go down. Then we're going to repeat on the other arm, taking it over, stretch again and taking it down. Into a hamstring stretch, turn the foot to the side and then either lift the heel or bring your foot down, bringing the chest now to the bent knee here. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. Now both hands to the floor, straightening the legs. Hamstring stretches here. Look through the legs on this one. And if you don't have a knee problem, see if you can reach for the ankles. Still looking through the legs. If you can't come down for whatever reason, go with hands in front and keep the back in a neutral spine, so there's no extension of the spine there. And then stretch the back of the legs, the arms. Oh, feels so good. Feeling the legs moving. So I'm going to turn the heels in and bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. I'm just going to pulse in here. This is normally why we call a warrior pose. We're just going to relax through the knees. Don't come too low if they hurt. And then we're going to turn to twist, taking my chin to the back shoulder. Notice this shoulder's coming down to the mat in front of me. And then I'm going to come up and change to the other side. Feeling that work in the shoulder will release even all of the muscles you worked earlier. Now, coming up slowly, bring the hands in front of you and thrust forwards, drawing the tummy in, push away with the hands and pull in even tighter. So if I turn to the side, you'll see there how the back curves, yes? Tummy coming in and then chin down if you can. And then from here I'm going to straighten the back, lengthen the arms to the ceiling and then just hold that position to feel the lengthening through my back and arms. Turn the hands to a prayer hold and gently lean again side to side and bring the arms down. Now for balance, this might be a challenge for you. You're going to bring one leg up and hold the knee and just circle the foot, or you might want to hold on to something and then circle the other way. And then we're going to repeat on the other leg. So watch again, watch your balance. And then from here, watch the feet, pedal pushes one to the other, working on your balance, pushing through the knees, quads and feet. And then shoulder rolls. Now these are really important. They should be done every day to be fair, but it does depend on how busy you are and even if you think about it. But each time you shoulder roll back, you'll feel so much better. So feel the shoulders rolling back. Now place the hands on the hips. I'm just going to work my neck. So I'm going to look over the shoulder, get the head to the centre and go to the other way. Now a lot of people drop the chin. Try not to do that. Keep their chin up. And we're going to do one more on each side. Now these easy strengthening and lengthening muscle stretches, even with the weights, should make you feel better. Have a really good Thursday. We'll see you soon. Bye bye now.